Hey guys, it's Kim again. I'm in my backyard now. I'm in my backyard. It's pretty peaceful and quiet. So I figured it's a good time to film a video for you guys. Also, because I'm on a 7-day free trial, and I'm not trying to have have that run out and me have the base stuff, so yeah. So I'm on that, and I want to also share a little bit, about my sobriety story, and also I don't have an outline, which is like a bad, idea. Um, I may miss some things. And yeah, I'm trying not to make this video long as it is.
I'm on 17 still. Did you get what the message I sent you? Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying not
to
make this video long as it is.
I don't think so. Okay.
And
but also when I got hired, I'd already done ARD. And I didn't have this DOI yet.
Sorry, so someone had come outside earlier. As I was saying, I don't have an outline or anything for my sobriety story. But hopefully I don't miss anything or mess up. But yes, I started drinking at the age of 19. It was 2015, I believe. And like most people, it started recreationally. And it started with at the time I was dating someone that was a like a bouncer, a bodyguard, I don't know, security at like a lounge area in Elizabeth, New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey, guys. And he used to sneak me in the lounge and whatnot, and I used to go in there and I would get a few drinks or whatnot, and enough to get me drunk and whatnot, and I would have a good time, whatever, and out, and yeah, and so sorry, there's a bug. And so that occurred, and that one time, there was one time when I drank, I felt like I had drank too much. Then the next day, I awoke and I was throwing up very badly. I had a very bad headache, extremely bad. I was throwing up very bad. I said that already. Sorry, if I repeat myself a lot, it's because I have a brain injury as well. And not a TBI. It's called an acquired brain injury. But I actually was so I ended up I called my sister, because at that time I was living with my sister, and I called my sister because I couldn't even hold down water. I was throwing that up as well, and I called my sister, and she was at work, and she came from work and took me to the hospital. From from there, the doctor at the hospital did like an MRI or it's not a CAT scan. I don't know what she did, and she was like, "Oh, you have like an AVM and all that." And at that moment, they stabilized me enough to transfer me to JFK, a hospital, and then they did all that. But basically, that's a whole different video that I'm gonna make of my brain injury about my AVM, because that's way too long for this video. But for now we're gonna focus on my sobriety story. So after that, I was in the hospital for a while, and I ended up like, having complications and whatnot, and I also I ended up making a whole 180. Like my personality changed, my likes and dislikes changed, like everything just changed. And after that, I picked up drinking a lot more. Um then oh yeah, and before that, my mother had also passed away. She also had passed away, but we also kind of knew it was coming. We just did not know when it was going to occur. And yeah, so that was also kind of a lot. So after that, my mother passed away. I almost died, and then I started picking up alcohol a lot more, and sorry, sorry, and
So you said no, you don't think?
Going to work.
Oh. All right. Oh. I will see you. Take care, girlfriend.
Enjoy the new house.
I will. I'll see you at meetings.
Yeah.
Okay, so the answer is no, you don't think it?
I don't think it matters, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Alright, start again. So, let's see. I forgot. So, yeah, I was picking up drinking, and yeah, for a while I was drinking. I was living with my dad at that time, because after I almost died, I had to let go of my job and everything, and I was living with my sister at that time, as I previously mentioned to y'all, and I could not afford, living with her anymore, because I had to let go of my job, so I had to move back in with my dad, and I did, and so I was living with him for a while, and so yeah, and I was sneaking in bottles of liquor, and hiding them, in my bed, or in my room, or I would go to people would invite me to little lounges or whatnot, or I would go to this bar. I would eventually I would get a job, and I would still live with my dad, and I would go to a bar after work and whatnot, and do that and stuff like that. And my dad would notice. He would notice, and because of his sake, and because I had respect for him, I would not be drinking every day, and I would still be hiding it from him and stuff. But then back in 2020, COVID happened. And when COVID happened, we were living in Jersey, obviously, and we were living in North Jersey, and it's like so close to New York. And his job is in Carlstadt, and we there was one time when he I guess that he greeted some person that was living in New York or something, I don't know. And I guess that person did not know he had the virus. I don't know exactly the details of it, but at the end of the day, he ended up giving my dad the virus. And my dad was very, very sick for about 2 weeks. And we all thought that he had a cold or something. But we're for 2 weeks, and he ended up going to an urgent care and everything, and they told him, oh, you just have a cold, you just have the flu or something. And yeah, he was they were just go get some rest. And then it wasn't until I started getting sick, because him and I, we were in the same household, obviously. So until I started getting sick, that I was no, we have to go to the ER. So at that time, we were living in the Hillside, New Jersey. We were living in Hillside, New Jersey. So Union, New Jersey is right next to us. So the Overlook Union campus is the emergency room is right by us. So we went there, and they told us, well, they told me, they were if your dad has COVID, if he tests positive for COVID, then you most likely have COVID. So I was okay. So then they tested my dad that night. After about 2 weeks, they tested my dad, and he came back positive for COVID. And they didn't even test me, because they were alright, he has it, then you have it. And I was, thank God, I was healthy enough, and I'm young enough. That time I was young enough, and I don't have any underlying, conditions to stay at a hospital. So I did not, go to a hospital, but they transferred my dad to Overlook Hospital in Summit, New Jersey. So when they did that, he ended up going to Overlook Hospital in Summit, New Jersey, and they ended up releasing me, discharging me home. So I went back home, and that night, at 3 in the morning, I ended up sanitizing the entire house, the entire house with bleach and everything. And I have pretty big house. Well, I had pretty big house, and I ended up sanitizing the house and everything. And so yeah, it was a pretty long time that he was in the hospital, and every day that he was in the hospital, I would just pray to God for his health, and and all of that. And it was very hard, because I'm a daddy's girl. I am. And I'm a daddy's girl, and like he, I don't know, like it's kind of difficult for me to talk about because until this day I miss him. No, but yeah, he ended up passing away. Obviously, he ended up passing away, and when he passed away in 2020, and when he passed away, that's when my addiction like skyrocketed, and that's when I was binge drinking every day because at that point I had no supervision. I had no supervision. I had to hide. I didn't have to hide from anyone anymore. I had the house all to myself. I I would just like invite random guys to my house and just like, yeah, just like chill with them and just like have them bring liquor and all that. Um, to the point where I had like a credit card as well, and I maxed out my credit card just on liquor. You know, it's very bad, very very bad. And like I look back and I'm just like I don't know how I did all this. Like I don't realize how I did all this. Um, and like and I would like go to the hospital every single night. I would go to the hospital every single night. At that time I would go to Newark Beth Israel. And the hospital knows me. It's not even funny. The hospital knows me so well. Um, and they the peer recovery specialists, they would always like every day they would be like, hey Kim, like, are you ready to go away now? Are you ready to go get help? And I would always be like, no. Or I would always be like, oh, give me the number and I'll call tomorrow. Or, yeah, or I would just make up excuses. And, like, it took me so long to simply go to a detox center. A detox center, which is like, what? Maybe 5 days, if most, at most. So this is what I'm talking about. Like in early recovery, you go through stages, you go through the whole denial stage. You go through the whole like, oh yeah, I'm not an alcoholic. I don't need, like, I can just stop whenever I want to, I can stop whenever I want to. I don't need AA. That's for like an alcoholic. I'm not an alcoholic. Like, I can just put it down whenever I want to. I can be a moderate drinker. I can just like have fun. All that. But in reality, like, it's a problem. When your body, like, literally you need it, when you need it, that's a problem. That is a problem. And so that's like the beginning phase of it. And it has taken me a long time, and I mean, I don't want to discredit my family for everything they have done as well. Like, I mean, I cannot even imagine or believe like everything they have done for me as well. Like, people are probably, you guys are probably asking like, where is your family, you know? Where is, do you have any siblings or anything? Yeah, I have two sisters. They have tried to help me, you know. But, you know, you can only help someone so much as they want to be helped. I don't know how that goes. And the worst part is that, like, in the beginning, when you have denial, like, you feel like you don't need any help. And now, like, when I actually need help, it's like, where is the help now, you know? Where is the help now? Um, and, like, I get it, like, everyone has, like, their own lives, their own, you know, things going on and all of that, and I don't expect everyone to just stop what they're doing to be at my disposal or anything. But, like, support is a very vital in recovery. Support is very vital, and I do get that support. My support system is from my sponsor as well. My sponsor is Diana. You spell her name so weird, but she says it so differently. So it's, I say it Diana, but you spell it Diana. So I don't know. But she is so awesome, honestly. She is very awesome. Sorry guys, I vape, and I smoke. So yeah, I have to vape right now. Yeah. Here is my 3-month coin as well.
Hi, Kiki.
Hey, Kiki. Hold on. Again. So, yes, I was just watching the video that I just recorded. And, yeah, it is kind of, like, long. And I don't want it to be long. I don't know. But yeah, and I also noticed that you can see my teeth. Yeah, that's what happens when you, like, fall when you're drunk. Yeah, these are the consequences of being drunk and falling. And my eyebrows, like, I have to color them in now. I have this, it's called an espresso bar, by Alf. It's like this, circle thing, and it's like a powder, that you use, and you, use, like, an eyebrow duo, brush. You, like, dab the brush in the powder, and you use that to, like, you use it lightly on your eyebrows, because as you can tell, like, it does it very, like, it's dark. So I kind of, like, look like a chola right now. And yeah, but, so yeah, so I am, so back to, well, not back, but, like, to summarize a little bit of, like, I feel like I didn't really talk a lot about my sobriety story. I mean, I feel like there's a lot more to it. I have gone through a lot of, like, trauma as well. But I kind of don't know if I want to get like that deep and personal with you guys yet. It would be good if I do, because I would probably get a lot of like views and stuff. But like, I'm not sure. But like, it's just literally one day at a time. Like, it's literally one day, tell you one day at a time. It is one day at a time. And in the beginning, it can be even 1 second at a time, because it is very difficult to just like have your body not crave, not rely on that like alcohol or drug, you're so used to that, and like it also came to the point where I could not eat unless I drank, and like anything that had like bread consistency, I cannot swallow that without gagging. Like, I would easily just like want to vomit. And like it had to be like a liquid form in order for me to swallow it. Like, and I know an addiction has such a negative stigma. It's crazy. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, y'all choose this. Like, you guys choose the drug. You choose to say yes to the alcohol every day. Like, no, like, addiction is a disease. Maybe you guys need to educate yourselves a little bit more. Like, addiction is a disease. And 9 times out of 10, we don't say yes to alcohol and drugs. 9 times out of 10, we do it because we need it just to like survive, just so we don't die, like, who wants to go to the hospital every single day to just not like die, it is insane. It's crazy. It's an insane pattern, it is an insane pattern. And I have learned a lot from my sponsor. I have learned so much from AA. I have learned from Dr. Olivia Roy as well. Follow her. She has a very educational channel on YouTube as well. I've learned from my counselor, Kyle Williams. He is so smart and so educational. He's a very smart man. And yeah, I think, oh yeah, and I'm no longer in New Jersey. I am no longer homeless. Oh yeah, and alcohol you see, I forget so many things. I'm no longer homeless. I have been homeless so many times before, but I am no longer homeless after 8 months of being homeless. I think that was the longest period I have been homeless, almost a year. Wow. But after 8 months of being homeless, I'm now in Pennsylvania. Podría say, honestly. But you know, I should be grateful. I should be grateful. Um, I am in a program, and I have a roof over my head, which is all that matters. And you know, I am just keeping it day by day and hoping I can succeed this summer run, and praying that I can succeed and that my higher power gives me the strength and the wisdom every single day to succeed. Okay, thank you very much, and I will see you guys the next time. Bye bye.